We are coming off a round one sweep of the Cleveland Cavaliers, one of this league's best defenses, except for ours. But the Pistons is our new opponent here in round two. They're coming off a pretty sour season last year, but this year they put up 55 wins, and they also had the first overall pick last year as well, where they drafted rookie point guard Edward Anderson, who's now 6'8", and is already just below 80 overall, a very similar player and skill set as to Mac Boyd. He just plays a different position, but Mac Boyd can play point guard too. But we're going to stick with the same lineup that we had in round one, so Boyd will stay at power forward for now, but he does have another tough defensive matchup with Jarris Walker, now going to be on him for most of the game. We're going to have Dort initially guard Anderson here. We're going to extend pressure on him as well, like we did against Garland, because that seemed to have worked and really slowed him down and kind of took away one facet from his game, his speed. And we're going to have Boyd guard Jarris Walker. We'll have Kuminga on Mikal Bridges. But we'll see how this first game goes before we make major adjustments to our lineup or our game plan for defense. But lastly, before we jump in here, I did make some new uniforms actually with some new logos. So for the home uniforms, these will stay pretty much as they are, except the logo is now a bit more crisp, a bit more clean, a bit more updated, a bit more HD is pretty much the only change for that. Then for the away uniforms, I did adjust the rib stripes on the shoulders and the collar, as well as a new text logo for Virginia Beach with some new stripes on the side as well, and a new logo on the waist. And then we have a completely revamped alternate uniform, which we're going to debut next episode in part 2 of this series, but sort of like a muted grayish blue with a lot of white going around it, some gray numbers with a white outline, and some cursive kind of vintage text for Virginia Beach. So new uniforms across the board, and we're going back to our new home ones as Herb Jones kind of sags off here, and Boyd knocks down the first shot of the day, and Bridges hits the first for Detroit. Inside, Boyd lays it in for 2. We're off to an early lead, but a backdoor screen leads to a lob for Mikal Bridges. Then a tough shot on the move. Boyd there in his face. It doesn't matter. And then they got Jarris Walker wide open for the triple, and they're off to a hot start. Bridges knocks it down again. He had a really strong first half in this game, dropping about 20 points. You'll see most of those. Lob up to Duran for Lou Dort. You got it. 5-point game. Another backdoor cut this time for Walker, and he's got it. Liddell checks in, steps back, and knocks it down. He continues to be very efficient shooting-wise. Herb Jones several feet behind the line, yes. Liddell blows by Isaiah Stewart and flips it up and in for the top runner. And they got Stewart wide open for the 3, and he knocks it down, and they're up by 7. And our first defensive change here is going to go to tight on-ball and off-ball pressure, just to make sure that we're not sagging off of guys when we're on our matchups. A little short lob here to Capella. Good assist there from Yovi, and it's 31-23. Pistons up by 8. An early cushion here in game 1. They go to the second. They go right to a backdoor screen again, and it's Mikal Bridges once again. Then on the move, a 3, and he just keeps it going. Kuminga responds, though, with a corner triple on the other end. 10-point game. Wall is blocked by Jalen Duran right to the hands of Jonathan Kuminga. He's got Yovi up ahead for the layup. Defense to offense, love seeing that. Then we do it again as Bridges is stripped. Kuminga's got it, waiting for teammates to collapse, and then Duran gets the lob again. We gave Duran a lot of good chances here in this game. You'll see more of them. Augustine's wide open for the 3. Lead cut to 5. Backdoor lob again. There's Bridges, and now it's time to make a really good change because right now we aren't covering those rights. So on down screens, back screens, and flare screens, we're going to switch on all 3 of these types of screens because these plays are how most teams are getting open against us, is those kinds of plays, especially in this game. So we'll see what happens the rest of the way. But Dort cans a triple to cut the lead in half. Yovi with the left, got it. We're all tied at 46. Duran on the pick and roll, dunks it back in. We're still tied. A behind the back pass to Yovi leads to a 3. And there's our first lead since the first goddamn quarter. Absolutely. 2 to play in the first half. Anderson with the step back triple. He got it. Augustine responds, but it's only a 1-point game now. That is the end of the first half. Pistons lead by 1, 55 to 54. Just got to play a little bit better defense here, and we're going to be on track for a win. Trust the offense to keep things going, but it's the defense that's got to be better. But Bridges immediately scores on the first play. Then next play, a mismatch on Jovanovic, and they're up by 5. We come back and get Boyd open for a triple. Then Duran's got a mismatch on Anderson for the easy 2 off the glass, and we're tied again. Back to Duran on the pick and roll, and now we're in front all of a sudden. Anderson shakes off Jovanovic, and it's the shot from the elbow, then another back screen that we don't cover well at all, and there was no switch that time. Boyd finds Kuminga wide open as he draws 2 defenders over. He's wide open. Now he steps into a 3 and nails it. Strong start to the half for Mac Boyd. 4-point game. Capella missed a steal. Portis got the easy 2. 6-point game now. Augustine splits defenders. Bucket and foul. He's trying to cut the lead in half again. A chance to do it right here with the free throw. He completes the and-one play. After a Pistons timeout, they do the same exact thing. And now it's Kuminga's turn to tie the game up. Quickly scored for the foul. And the free throw is up and good. Under 2 to go. Isaiah Stewart misses the triple. Here's a fast break for the Neptunes. Kuminga brings it up. Augustine lobs it for Boyd for a monster jam. And there's our first lead again of the third quarter. Bucket to end the quarter for Kuminga. And it's 85-81 all of a sudden. We've taken charge here. That was not our first lead of the quarter, by the way. It was just our best lead of the quarter, you could say. But to start the fourth, quickly knocks down a triple. Then after a Neptunes miss, he's open again in transition, and they're in front just like that. We go back to Boyd for another high-arcing 3, and he puts us in front. Then Anthony swats a backdoor lob attempt. Up to Dort. He is fouled, and he would knock down both free throws to make it a 3-point game. A double Boyd. Capella's wide open at the rim. Kuminga, top of the key. Open look. He knows that one's fallen. We're kind of taking charge here in the fourth quarter, but the Pistons are trying to hang around. The backdoor to Bridges gets through. Now a mismatch down low, but watch how we cover this. Help comes. Yobi switches. He bobbles the pass, and we get a stop. Great defense right there, but then we double a bit too much. Why did Murray do that? I have no idea. And Yobi sagged off on Anderson, leading to a wide open triple. But then he knocks down the mid-range jumper, and it's still a Neptunes lead. Dort makes the right pass to find Duran for the easy layup. We're still holding on to a lead, and Dort's wide open. Now with the assist from Jalen Duran. Those two going back and forth. Dort swats the pass and tracks it down. He's got a fast break for the Tomahawk Jam. And that might be the dagger in this game, folks. We got one more highlights. Look how we cover this. Forcing pass after pass, then tracking down a steal again for Dort. He brings it up and lobs it for Duran over the top of the defense. The Neptunes take game one, 114-103 on their home court. A strong second half leads to a win, but a close game here might be in store for a very close series against Detroit here, as they are coming off 3 straight wins prior to this one and a comeback down 3-1 in round 1. Jalen Duran, though, leads the way out of all people. Rare sight for this to happen, but he was nearly perfect from the field. Boyd did not shoot very well, but was good from 3 and passed the ball very well, as did Jovanovic. Kuminga shot it very efficiently. Capella had a nice double-double off the bench in 15 minutes only. And Augustine gave us more offense than we're used to from him in this game. So a lot of guys contributed. Liddell was also perfect from the field, as you might expect from him. And we just got a pretty complete game from this team. Bridges drops most of his points in the first half, with only 7 coming in the second. He was still pretty good. And Anderson was also very good passing. On his 14 assists. He shot the ball well. Jarris Walker played good defense on Boyd throughout. But we hang on to win despite the Pistons shooting really well. As good as we did from the field and from 3. So after game one, I am considering changing our lineup later in this series because obviously their defense against us in this game was actually pretty damn good. Even though we scored, at a 56% clip, they held us to only 114 points. We only took just below 80 shots, which is way lower than we are used to. So they definitely made us work for these points. And so if that continues, I'm considering putting Jovanovic to our bench only for matchup purposes to get Chris Murray into the starting lineup. And then Boyd could possibly play point guard in that case. But not going to make that change for game two. So let's just jump right in because not going to make a single change to our game plan. I liked what I saw for the most part in that game, even though it was close the whole time. And we're going back home. We are back at home in Atlantic Arena for game two, folks. So we're going to rock one of our new uniforms, the away blues, with the stripes on the side and the new text logo on the front. Jovanovic scores at the rim to open the game here. That's the first bucket. 2-0 Virginia Beach. Pistons going to be wearing white in this game. No changes to our game plan. We're going to adjust it as the game goes on. Might have to re-switch on those back screens like we did during game one because that change did not save after the game. So we will have to do that during the game if they keep going back to it. Kuminga with the monster slam, and Yobi has an assist now too. They tried to do a back screen earlier in the play, but Dort covered it well, and so did Kuminga. Now the three is off from Anderson. Boyd shovels a pass to Duren. He's got Walker on him. Tough shot. Don't like that one at all. From the wave, Walker's trying to punish Kuminga, but he picked up his dribble. Under 5 on the clock. Anderson fires. Dort's there, but the shot's good. And off to Kuminga. Help comes over. Cross-court pass. Jovanovic can't capitalize. Illegal screen on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. I'll give us the ball back. Boyd splits defenders. Attacks Anderson. Fades away and hits the shot. Kick out to Herb Jones for the tray, but he can't finish. We lead 6-5 with the ball for the first couple of minutes here in the first quarter. Another handoff. Boyd races and draws the foul. That's the first on Jones. First free throw is up and in. Mac Boyd had, his worst game of the playoffs last game, but not going to call it the worst game because it wasn't that bad of a game. He still stuffed the stat sheet, just didn't shoot the ball very well and only had 18 total points. But if that's his worst game, that's a pretty good sign. Walker gets backdoor, though, and he has another dunk. Saw plenty of those in game one, trying to avoid plays like that and the constant paint scoring from Detroit here in game two. Jones just picked up his second foul off a reach-in, so he will check out. Isaiah Stewart checks in very early on. But he's also a really physical guy and a good defender too, so got to watch out for him. Dort's open, but he passed up the three. Not sure why he did that. We got Boyd backdoor, but he missed the layup with Portis and Stewart there to stop him, and then they turn it over on the other end. Walker just couldn't hang on to a bad pass. Ovi cuts backdoor. Boyd missed him. But Kuminga's left open for the triple, and he's got it. Low post for Bridges, and he lays it in for two. Kuminga's open again for the three. He's fouled on it too. Shots off, but 3 free throws coming up. Usually it's us doing that. Good to see it happen the other way. First free throw is off the mark. Kuminga's not the best free throw shooter. He's not terrible, but he's not the best. Please just go 2 for 3. Fading away. The shot is no good from Anderson. That's a Tough shot for the rookie. There's a screen for Boyd. Good coverage by Walker. Boyd still fires and missed the shot. Heard some contact there, I think, but they didn't call it. And here we go. Now they go to Stewart. He kicks it back out to Walker for the open triple. That's good basketball. Just couldn't get the shot to fall. Minga, same spot as the last time. That one's off. Shot clock's under 10. Bridges is trying to use the screen to get a shot off here. Tough one, but it's good. After a Neptunes timeout, Chris Murray has checked in the ball game. We still lead by 2. Under half the quarter left. Jovanovic flips it up and out. Duran gets the offensive rebound, though, and we keep the possession alive. Dominguez trying to attack the rim. Good coverage by the Pistons. Good possession right there by that defense. Backing down, Duran. Spinning and missing the layup. Decent job right there on defense by Jalen Duran, but we've been scoreless our last 2 minutes. And Dort can't stop the cold spell. Got Augustine going to the scorers table now. Maybe he can give us a spark off the bench. Both teams kind of in a slump the last few minutes. Jovanovic picks the pocket of Bobby Portis. We're going to slow things down as they do a good job to slow the fast break. Got to create something here. We got Walker on Yovi. Use some screens or something, guys. What the heck? Going with a pretty big lineup right now. And it's working. 13-13. There we go. Use some handoff action. Just use off-ball screens and on-ball screens to get open. You can't just pass the ball around expecting things to be open by themselves. Now we're taking another bad shot. They got Anderson open. Yovi gets over and puts up a good hand. We're going to watch one more position here, but if we don't score, I'm going to call a timeout to bring in the guys at the scorers table because clearly this is not working out. Shot clock once again, counting down. Duran inside, finds Kuminga wide open, and he finally breaks the cold spell. I'm still going to call a timeout here soon. Oh, the Pistons will do it for us instead. All right, thank you. We knew this would be a defensive series. That shot's off from Shake Milton on his first minute here in the contest. Augustine's now in. Boyd's back in there along with Cole Anthony and Clint Capella for the first time. Augustine just pulls up and hits the shot. What a play. Milton fires off the glass and off. Had 2 defenders right there trying to defend the shot. 6-point lead for Virginia Beach. And scoring coming pretty scarcely for Detroit. And for us too, honestly. We've just been a tad better at it. Top of the key screen. No good on the shot from Manuel quickly. Boyd brings it up. Slices it to the defense. Finds Augustine for another triple in the corner. That was a great job in transition. Quickly shuffles a pass to Stewart, who slips behind Murray for the easy lay-in. Boy, Anthony inside. High shot off the glass. Tough one over Portis and Milton. 9-point lead now for your Neptunes. Trying to close the quarter off strong. And Detroit still having some issues trying to find the basket. Although they have Milton wide open. And he cans it. Last shot of the first quarter here. What do we draw up? Going to be for Augustine or Boyd. Or just Anthony. And he hits the shot too with .2 on the clock. 27-18 through 1. Neptunes had a slow start, but we picked things up, and now we have a nice little cushion here. The second quarter begins. A much better start to our day on defense than in game 1. They had like 31 points in the first quarter of the previous game, and now they only had 18 points. So, really good job there. The offense was also better, so just a much better start in general, so love seeing that. But can we keep it up the whole game? Let's find out. Augustine's wide open, but that one's not going to drop. The handoff for Bridges. Kuminga trying to catch up, and Bridges is called for the charge. His second, it's drawn by Big Mac Boyd. High ball screen, little pick and roll action, but they cover that one perfectly. Tough shot for Yovi, but he got it despite the shot contest. They've shot better than we have, but we've made more threes, and we've had a couple of more free throws, I think, right? Top of the key again. Milton misses this time around. Another rounding handoff. Boyd pump fakes, then throws it up. Great move. Fine Bridges at the rim, and he's fouled from behind. First on Jonathan Kuminga. Bridges had a really good first half in game one. Did not do as much in the second. Still was playing pretty well throughout. Had like 27 points in total. So trying to see some better defense on him in this game, and so far we have. Now Kuminga's wide open for the triple. Splash. There you go with the back screen. They get to Bridges because Yovi switched a bit too late. He's got 10 points of their 24, and he is 4 for 4. So maybe he's not having, maybe we're not playing as good a defense as I thought we were. Duran, though, nice finish over Stewart. Another back screen. They lob it now, and he flips it up and in. Every time they have a back screen work, that's when they go back to it. So we're going to have to make sure that we are, like, for sure switching that again. So, all the way down here. Player screen, switch, back screen, switch, and down screen, switch. Ivanovic is freed up. Tough shot inside. Help defense came along. We get it back. We find an open shot, though. Good on-ball defense by the Pistons. Shot clock's winding down. Yovi just pulls up. That one's off. All over Liddell. Easy finish. Still just can't get anybody open off ball, man. Liddell just has to pull up, and he hits the shot. Here comes the back screen. They didn't make the pass this time, thankfully enough. The shot clock's under 5. Bridges blocked by Chris Murray. Great recovery on defense that time around. Fantastic. Dort, cross-court pass. Murray fires, but that was a well-defended play. Bridges trying a second time, and he scores. We hope it up ahead to Duran. What a pass! Who even was that? That was Chris Murray with that full-court pass. That was a beauty. Walker with the finish over Liddell. Makes it a 9-point game again. Just his second bucket so far in the game, but 6 minutes to go until halftime. We call timeouts. Backdoor cut, or really just a regular cut from Anthony, and Dort hit a patient pass. Lead extends to 11 points. Pistons just not really putting together like a run or anything. They're just kind of scoring, and, you know, a couple of baskets every couple of minutes, but not putting together anything, you know, crazy, or a couple of baskets in a row or anything. They're not getting stops either, so until then, we're going to be in front. And shots like that are not going to get them back in this game. Nice passing by the Neptunes here. Doesn't lead to a good shot, but still like seeing this team pass so much because it gets guys open a lot more. It gets guys open a lot more. And now Dort jumps the pass. He's got a fast break. In for the layup and the foul. The third on Mikal Bridges with 5 to go until the halftime break. Defense into offense. I love it when I can say that. Free throw is good. Over Capella. The shot's not going to drop from Portis. Another 3 for Kuminga, and he got it to go. The assist to Mac Boyd. Our offense keeps it going. Theirs has significantly slowed down. 49-32. Quickly, the triple, yes. Comes Capella for a screen. Boyd pulls up and knocks it down. Really good job attacking the basket as quickly draws the foul on Cole Anthony. This might be their first free throws of the game. Actually, I think no, Bridges had a couple earlier, but they really have not had too many. Love the handoff. And Boyd loves the pump fake, but can't finish the bucket this time around. Anderson takes it the other way, pulls up, well contested by Cole Anthony. Go right back to him. He attacks and draws a foul. Second on Jarris Walker. And a pretty good job drawing fouls in the series, you know, had plenty of free throws, more than them in game one, and so far that's been the case here. Love seeing us have, you know, around 10 or more free throws a game and not like 5. But I'm still having a problem getting the gameplay to where you have around 20 free throws a game for each team, because that's really what it is like in real life. But it's just not possible to do it while also keeping the shot distribution the same in terms of like how many threes are taken and stuff. So I'm still trying to figure that part out, but that's tough because then you got to watch the games to really tell if it's going to work. So the testing for that takes a while. 5 on the clock here. Kuminga freed up, has some space, but it's off. Off the screen, quickly fires again, and it's good. 13-point game. They just reached 40 for the first time. 2 minutes to go. Boyd shot the ball, but there was somebody coming over on the tail end of that one, and it was a pretty good shot contest on the end of it. Anderson's trying to create something. He's got Herb Jones off ball, but he won't make the pass. He just pulls up, and he has not had a good game so far. 3 for 10 from the field, 1 for 5 from behind the arc. Less efficient than we saw him in our last game. Boyd kicks it back out. Kuminga's left open. That one's off, but he's been good so far from downtown. Now we got a mismatch down low for Portis. Help comes, but it's Augustine. Good passing, but we get back on defense. Way to recover. Our doubles have been a lot better. Our help defense has been a lot better in the playoffs. But Anderson finds some space for the jumper. 45 seconds to go. Obi rounds a screen. That one almost gets blocked, but he finishes over Portis. Kuminga doing a good job on Anderson, and he has a toilet bowl out. Another stop for us. Really good defense here in the first half, man. Way better than in the first half of game one. Ivanovic kicks it back out. Augustine's wide open, and he's been great. And that is going to be the end of this first half. It's 58 to 42. Neptunes in front here at home.
Virginia Beach, 58. The Detroit team, 42.
The second half opens with the ball in possession of the Pistons. They lob it up, and we had 3 defenders rise up to swat that ball away. Nobody touched it, and it sails out of bounds. Neptunes take over, but that right there is why you switch those. That worked out perfectly and caused a turnover. Comes a handoff. Boyd fires. It's contested pretty well, though, by Jarris Walker, who honestly has been playing some good defense on Mac Boyd through these first couple of games. For another back screen. They lob it again, but Kuminga snatched it. Here's a fast break. Up to Dort. Easy finish at the rim. Out of a shot, they almost turn the ball over. Portis fires and misses the shot, and the Pistons are all out of whack here the first couple of plays of the half. Great pass to Kuminga, but Durant steps out of bounds. Pistons take over. I had noticed so far that Herb Jones has done next to nothing in this game, a lot less than what he did in the previous game, so that has also had an impact on this contest so far. They're going to try it again, and this time it works. But they keep going to it. Kuminga Misses the shot, but he was fouled on it. That's the 4th on Bridges. 10:02 to go in the 3rd quarter. That is dangerous foul trouble for their best player. Their go-to scorer. The guy they feed the ball to. So it looks like he's going to check out here, and they're going to bring in Isaiah Stewart instead. Comes Portis. Is Herb going to shoot this? No, he's going to pass it out to Walker. Boyd gets there, but the shot falls. Boyd, cross-court pass to Doherty, rises up and cans it in response. Beautiful play right there. Great shot, too. Another 3 for Walker, but that one's covered even better than last time, and now it's out. They definitely have been worse from 3 than in game 1, and haven't taken as many either. They turn the ball over. Walker brings it up, makes a nice pass to Portis for the finish. That was his first bucket, though. He was 1 for 5. Damn. Did not know that. Look at that. Chuck Early just dropped 23 points for Seattle in a win against Portland. As Boyd misses that shot. But Chuck Early, he is making a name for himself here in the playoffs. Good for him. Portis getting physical, but Duran gets the stop still. Good job. They're still having some problems scoring. They're trying their best, but not creating a whole lot. Ivanovic inside, shielding off Portis, and he ends up getting called for a foul. Free throws coming up for number 3. First one is up and in. Second is good too. Pull up Jay. Anderson, though, can't knock it down. Ivanovic somehow finds Kuminga, and he jams it in with Jarris Walker draped all over him. 19-point game. If our lead gets to like 22 or 24, we're probably just going to start to watch the highlights and see if this game can wrap up here soon, because this feels like it's going to be a blowout win here, but lots of basketball left. Who knows what happens? Anderson, bucket and foul. Duran got there late. It won't be one of the highlights yet. Free throw is good. Boyd's doubles. They recover on defense. Yovi finds some space and cans the triple. Now a screen for Anderson. Can he respond? No. Duran trying to get busy. Easy finish over Stewart. Our lead extends to 21. Back screen, and Yovi tips it up for a steal. Great job. Mac Boyd up ahead. He's fouled. Herb Jones trying to prevent a monster jam in transition there. I would have gotten very loud. First free throw off, but after this one, we are going to start get the highlights only because we're up by 22. 74-52. Let's see what happens the rest of the way in terms of highlights. I might just sim the 4th quarter if I'm kind of bored. Stewart at the rim, got it to go over 2 defenders. From the elbow, Anthony's got it. Great shot by Anderson, though, despite the defense by Boyd, who was there the whole time. Time counting down. Murray hits the 3. The Pistons just are not getting stops right now, and with defense like that where you're just kind of sagging off with the time counting down, you're not going to get a whole lot of stops. Stewart, though, finds a lead and jams it in. The baseline drive leads to a monster jackhammer of a dunk. Beautiful pass from Boyd to Duran, man. Portis, what a shot. He's wide open. Wide open space. Easy bucket. 26-point lead, 1 minute to go. We are going to sim to the end after this 3rd quarter is over. Anthony Great pass to Murray to end the quarter. Wide open corner triple. 29-point lead for the home team. We're on our way to a 2-0 lead here in the series. 89-60 through 3. This game is all but over. Our lead extends to 40 in the fourth quarter as we win 121-81 here at home. But the true test in this series is going to be on the road in Detroit. And next episode, our next 2 games are going to be a real litmus test on what this team can accomplish against the best teams in this league when it really comes down to playing away from home. Virginia Beach jumps out to a 2-0 series lead as we take Game 2 by a whopping scoreline. 22 points for Kuminga. He was our most efficient player in terms of how many shots he took versus how many went in, aside from Jalen Duren, I guess, who was 3 assists shy of a triple-double. Boyd was 1 board and 3 assists shy, so both guys stuff in the stat sheet. Boyd didn't shoot very well, but drew plenty of fouls, took plenty of free throws, and ends up, still playing well outside of the shooting. And again, Walker's playing some good defense on him. He's been very, very physical, and he's not letting Boyd get open off ball very often. But Kuminga really did step up. He shot the ball well from behind the arc. He was a huge reason why we won this game. And Augustine as well has been really good off the bench for us. He's been just really good on those open threes, which we are currently scheming wide open for him, so that is good. And what's different about this series compared to our last one is that in round 1, it was mostly Boyd and Jovanovic doing all the scoring for us, but through 2 games in this series, we're getting much more, well-rounded scoring. So much more guys are getting involved. Because we're seeing a bit less from Boyd, it's freeing up more chances for other players to get more involved. And Yovi is also scoring less, so both guys are being defended better than they were in the Cavs series. Bridges drops 25 after I thought he was off to a slow start, but he wasn't. Just wasn't as fast as the Game 1 start. But very similar numbers as for him, just had nothing besides the points, really, as we just locked him down, I guess. He had a lot better rebounds and assists in Game 1. Anderson also shot pretty poorly in this game, as did Portis. Both guys shot well below 50%, and we take it because we played a lot better defense, and they just weren't as good. We had a lot of free throws, though, which is good to see for what I want to see going forward. But the field goal attempts have been lower recently than I want them to be, because really, in the pace of the NBA, teams are taking about 90 shots a game, so this needs to go up, and I'm not sure how to do it. So whenever I figure that out, which might be for a while, might not be for a while, I will upload a new video for updated CPU sliders. But until then, I think the gameplay is fine as it is. Watching, it's just that the end stats don't always line up with what they necessarily should look like, but the gameplay still looks fine. It feels like a real NBA game for the most part, so I think it's fine as is. But no changes for now to our lineup, as we just blew them out. I don't think it's smart to change your lineup after that, so until the Pistons start to show us a bit more, I think we just keep it as we are. So that's it, folks, here in this episode. Thanks for watching as always. Please like, subscribe, comment down below, and the Neptunes are currently 6-0 in the playoffs, the only undefeated playoff team so far. I'll see you guys in part 2 of this round 2 series. Peace out.